trying to make this so you can see this as much as possible. Okay, welcome. I am Erica. I own Treasured Letter, and today we are going to be making stickers out of wax and rejoicing because it is my last stream on YouTube before I leave for my honeymoon, which is crazy. I leave in 2 days. Tomorrow I will stream on TikTok, and then I will leave the country. So excited. Okay, so we're going, hi Jody. We're going to be making a Treasured Letter sticker before everyone arrives. So let us make that together. Blue, black, a bunch of green thrown together because it's like because it's like a boopity boop, and lilac. I'm gonna do that, see what that looks like. We'll find out. All right, welcome. Hi. Today is my last YouTube stream before my honeymoon, so welcome one and all to Treasured Letter. I will not see you for 2 weeks and 2 days until I get back. This is the honeymoon gauge. I was trying to be like, I still am trying to be debt free before the honeymoon. So we are 274.31 away, which is like so close. Anyway, I made this. Isn't it cute? That's cute. Anyway, so crooked. There we go. It has blue all over it because it was on my fingers. Because it was wax. Anyway, back on track. Welcome. How are you? How was your day? So, and 10 points to anyone who reminds me to change over my laundry after this stream. Because if I leave it and it needs to dry on a rack, I haven't packed yet. So, welcome. Hi. All right, this is a bunch of just delightful, delicious, wonderful, not delicious, don't eat these, wax seals, and we are making a Treasured Letter sticker, and then we're going to make a dragon. Because yesterday on the stream on TikTok, we were making a bunch of old school stamps that I haven't made in a while, like this. And then I thought about it and was like, we should make the first stamp I ever got. So that's where we're at now. Hello, hello, welcome. I'm Erica. I own Treasured Letter. And Treasured Letter is very special to me. It's been 5 years, 2 years of it being my full-time job. I got a job for a bit, and I was doing my very best, and that job ended today. So today is my last day. And you know what? I know I did a good job because they were like, if you want your job back, let us know. That means I did a good job. Anyway, the point is, it may be scary to take a leap of faith, but that is sometimes what is required. So I am back to being a full-time artist, and while, you know, that may or may not be the best thing to be financially, I don't care. This is the most wonderful thing. It is what I'm born to do. I love it. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. And I'm really genuinely excited to get back for my honeymoon and have so many fun, amazing things in store for us and Treasured Letter. So today, the goal is always sales and donations, but today it's just donations because if you order anything today, I do not have time to make it before I leave. So our goal is, oh, look how that's pretty. That's pretty. I love that purple. It's lilac, which is my favorite flower. Anyway, so our goal is $274.31 because the goal was to get there before September, but I got really sick and then I had to take days off. So we moved the goal to before I leave for the honeymoon. Anything I make over that would be like a savings, like not in debt. But this is the goal, to be out of debt. That's pretty good. Oh, it's inverted for you. 274.31. So that's the goal. Is it a big goal? Yes, it is. But is it doable? I don't know. But that's where we're at. All right. So I am so excited. So excited. Thank you so much. All right. So here's the back where the sticker goes. Here's the front. And that's pretty. I like the swirls on it. I like that. That's nice. So we're going to color it gold. What are the goal likes? Oh my gosh. 100. Do you think we can get there? I don't know. Hello, hello. So this is a wax seal, and once I put a sticker back on it, it's a wax seal sticker. So it is just for joy and honestly serotonin. It is just, it's a happy, wonderful art, and I'm so grateful to be able to do it. And on top of that, I write poetry for a living. That's what I do. Isn't that crazy? So as soon as I get back, I will have more time to write more poems, and then my master plan of traveling around with said YouTube channel, writing poems for strangers, will be underway. So stay tuned for that. Ta-da! Hey, Mikey, welcome! So that is what a wax seal sticker looks like. That's the back where the sticker goes. That's the front, and it's looking cute. So now we're going to make my favorite stamp in my favorite colors. Why? Because I'm leaving for 2 weeks and I won't be able to make it, and it's my favorite, so that's what we're doing. Now, if you've been here before, you know what it is. And if you haven't, then you're about to find out. Should I surprise you? I don't know. Okay, so, hi Alan, how are you? We're going to use my favorite handle. I matched today. Oh, that's nice. And we're trying to get as many likes and new subs as possible because I'm scared, because I'm going to be missing like 2.5 weeks, and I don't know if YouTube gets mad at you for that. I assume TikTok does. So we're gonna find out. But either way, we're going. I'm going on a honeymoon, y'all. I've never been on a really long trip with Dan, and I'm really genuinely excited. So he deserves lovely things, and I intend to have a lovely time. So, hold on, I need to find green. That's green. It doesn't look it, but just trust the process. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, so today I was working and it was my last day, and then Dan came in and he surprised me, and the surprise was that he researched a bunch of restaurants and made me a reservation in Rome, and now I'm gonna eat a bunch of delicious food, and I'm so excited. And then I got like I saw a video about the place and I was crying. I'm really excited to eat there. So if you need me, that's where I'll be. Thank you, I'm so excited. Okay, so George, we are making my favorite wax seal sticker of all time. It also happens to be the first sticker I ever got. And when I put these in the spoon, they just looked like white and black wax beads. But as they melt, you can tell now that they are actually rainbow opal. So I put one of every color in there, which is pink, blue, gold, and green. And then I put black in the middle because it makes it stand out. It's really pretty. You'll see. What is it that I do? Thanks for asking. So I make wax seal stickers, which is this. I make lockets, which this is a large locket that has wax in it. I actually put my logo in there too for funsies. But anyway, so you can wear it and you can swap out the charm inside. And I can make like all of these into charms. And then also I have a mini one, but I was wearing it, so I don't know if it's here to show you. But hold on, let me see. if it fell or if I don't have it. Those are the options. Okay, it fell, but that's just the thing. Or I wore it and then I put it somewhere. Anyway, the point is it's a little tiny locket and the pieces look like this. Like they're tiny. So it's like a little locket versus like a big one. But I don't have it here, which makes me wonder, did I put it somewhere to pack it and then forget where? Because that sounds like me. Okay, anyway, so I ran over my dress. And no, I do not know, but I do not have it here, so forgive me all. I just have this one, unless I made it into something. Hold on, did I make it? Oh, I made one today. I have it here. That's a mini one. See? I forgot I made one earlier. So I use it as reference, my own, so I don't like, so that yours comes out perfect. You know, I don't want to get wax on yours. But anyway, so that's the mini one, that's the large one, and you can wear them and then they're cute. And then I make custom poetry. I also type out letters. That's why it's called Treasured Letter. But anyway, I write poetry. I type it out on a vintage typewriter. So that's like the font. And then I seal the envelope with wax and mail it to you. So I can make a poem about something, like if you want to give a gift to someone, or I can make a surprise mystery poem and send it to you, and then you like choose the colors and the pattern on it, and then I make you a poem. It's usually like bigger than this one, but this is just an example. So anyway, that is what I do, and I love what I do, and I love it so very much, and I'm very excited about it. So this is what it looks like. This is my favorite color scheme, and then you just do like a little swirly twirl like so, and then like a boop, like so, and then you torch it, because when you light it on fire, it makes all the bubbles pop and everything looks perfection, and then it dries and you have this, which is oil slick. Hi, Anwar, I didn't know you were here. Hi, friend. What made me think of this? So during COVID, my sister, I didn't get to see either of my sisters. So like my letters to one of my sisters was getting like more and more extra. And I was having so much fun getting mail, and I thought like, oh, I love this. Like I love writing. I love vintage stuff. I love making people happy. I love the idea that people would be excited getting like snail mail, you know? So that is how Treasured Letter was born. And then after that, well, I guess it's history. It's been 5 years, and I've been streaming almost every single day for that entirety. And then I quit my job 2 years ago. And then I had a job so that I could save to go on my honeymoon, and that job ended today. So I'm back to being a full-time artist right this moment. It literally ended a couple hours ago. So, so that's where we're at. And now we're trying to raise $274.31 to fix that little, finish that little tiny bit at the top there, so that I will be debt-free for the honeymoon. And then I will worry a little bit less about not making anything or streaming for 2 weeks, because I'm like scared, because that is my source of income, and I'm taking a vacation. To me, that's a scary prospect. I don't think that that is probably the healthiest mindset, but I'm working on it. So that is where we're at. That's what we're doing. Tomorrow I'm going to try and have time to pack, clean, dye my hair, paint my nails, mail some orders, make some videos, and then leave. Easy peasy. I'm a menace, but that's neither here nor there. Hi, Andrew. How are you, friend? Okay. Hi, Ella. Hi, Lily. Welcome. Yes, I do have laundry. Today's your cat's birthday. Happy birthday to your cat. I am very genuinely thinking that the wax seal stickers of the day were telling me to go to a specific place in Rome, which is like a cat restaurant. It's not like a cat cafe, because like that is like something like in Japan you go and there's like bird cafes and owl cafes and cat cafes. This is like a full-on fancy restaurant, but then there's cats everywhere. But like the food is like fancy looking in the pictures. I haven't been there. Anyway, so I think that the sticker of the day for 2 days in a row being a cat looking out the window made me think that the world is like, girl, go pet that cat in that window. So I'll let you know. Yes, that's true, Jody. I do have to do that as well, and I cannot forget that one. So if y'all want anything from the site, just know you will not receive it. I will be away. Except for merch, like if you order like a t-shirt or a mug or something, I designed that, but like I don't physically craft a ceramic mug, so that will be mailed out. But everything else, absolutely, I will not be here to send it out or make it until the 16th. Then your little girl is like jet lagged, so so we gotta give some space there. Welcome. Thanks, Lori. Hi, Lilac. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Okay, this is, there we go. This really stuck to the table. This is my favorite wax seal, the first one that I ever got, and my favorite color scheme. Are you ready? And if you would like to support, there are links in my bio or stickers on here. We're trying to raise $275, I'm rounding, y'all, towards being debt-free for the honeymoon. That's what's left. See the little white part? I colored the rest with marker. See the little hearts? I think I did a good job. Anyway, here is the back. And now I feel like you're starting to see why this is my favorite color scheme on planet Earth. And here is the front. Ta-da! She is beauty, she is grace, she is a very fancy dragon. It's, you know what? It never gets old. It's my favorite every time. All right, so when do I leave? All right, now I have to go to the airport super early because Dan gets searched and they look for, he has a diabetic pump, and when you have a pump, you can't go through the x-ray or the, what's it called, metal detector. So they have to swab your hands for things that go pow. So I don't know what you're allowed to say on here. Anyway, so if they swab your hands for that, it takes a while, and they have to have somebody to do it, and that, and this and that. So, and then he has to get like properly searched because he can't go through the machine. So we have to go really early because they're like really spending time with him. Last time I had to wait an hour. So just for that part, like not the lines, just waiting because they didn't have anybody to search him. So so we'll be going very early, but I'm leaving on Friday, so the day after tomorrow. So I will be streaming on TikTok tomorrow at 10:30, and you will see panic in my eyes and sheer joy as I realize I'm both not packed and you know, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so la 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 la, coloring. All right. So that is what it will be. I will stream on YouTube tonight, and then I will not see you until I get back unless you stop in and say hello tomorrow on TikTok, where I will be ethereal. I will be freaking out. Hi, Matt. How are you? Thanks, Stella. Okay, are you ready? I feel like this is like I should put that like that. Okay, you ready? This is my favorite stamp of all time, and I feel like you'll understand why. Here's the back where the sticker goes for recap purposes. It is gorgeous, and it is rainbow opal with black. But it's all of the colors of rainbow opal mixed with black. Isn't it pretty? I love how like the gold sits on top of the black. I just think it's so pretty. So that is everything. I I love it so much. Onward is right. Please subscribe if you haven't. We're trying to get to 10,000, and I have no idea where we're at, but I would guess 63. I tried to be less focused on outcome and more on having fun, but then I don't know the outcome. So please hold. Nope, not that button. Okay, 63.57 we're at. So if we can get up to 6,400, we'll be amazing, I think. Thank you. Okay. So yes, this precious, gorgeous, lovely, my favorite personally. So dragons are cool. We're gonna be best friends. Okay, so welcome one and all to Treasured Letter Extravaganza. Hold on, my slipper fell off. Okay. Now, I am only bringing a carry-on and a backpack to Europe. Is that a good idea? No. But I'm somebody who also doesn't want to carry anything, so it's all like stairs and cobblestones. So it's within reason in that regard. However, I'm a serial overpacker. So we will have to see how that goes for me specifically, because probably not well. What reminded me of that is me, like the chances of me trying to fit my slippers in because I love them. They're pink and cozy. Will they fit? Who knows? All right, so thanks, Stella. Hi, Dream. How are you? All right. So, la la la. Did I miss a question? Let's see. Thanks, Lilac. I'm so excited. It's crazy. All the medicine. Oh no. We got a travel credit card, and the travel credit card had free TSA pre-check. So I did that, and I was super scared because I don't know about you, but like I forget how to walk when I think people are watching me. So I walked in just like terrified because I knew they'd take your fingerprints, and I was so scared. And the woman was so nice, and I was like, hi. But she was really, really sweet, and she had a lovely haircut. And so I told her that, and then we went into, we walked into the building, because it gives you like instructions to go to like a specific building to go get fingerprinted by Homeland Security. So I went there, and we walk in the building, and a man showed up out of the blue and was like, what are you looking for? And we were like, the passport place. And he was like, you have to go outside and around the building, and then there's an awning, and then you have to go in there. And we were like, okay. And then I looked, and there was like one of those signs that say like the suite numbers for the like businesses, and they were all blank. And I was like, oh, we're not supposed to be in here. We're not supposed to be in here. So we ran away. Then we went to the other side with that nice lady. But when we were in there was no waiting music and nothing on the walls. And I was like, is this safe? Because I have never felt so unnerved without any noise in the background. So anyway, I was terrified. But then they took our, like, I was convinced from watching old movies that they were going to, like, put ink on my fingers. And they were like, why would we do that? Put your hand on the screen. And I was like, oh. I was watching, like really old movies. So I had no concept. It was so creepy, Stella. So I had like no concept of what I was getting into it at all. And I thought I was going to leave with like fingerprint things, you know? No, your girl's delusional as usual. So anyway, as soon as we left, we were like, you know, is this going to take months? And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, the internet said it could take like up to a year. And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. And then by the time we got home, we got a notification we were approved. So I was like, oh, nice. So now when we go through security, I'm hoping that they're a little bit nicer to Dan. And I say nicer loosely. Because poor Dan. But I just like walk on through. Except for this one time, they were convinced that I had a bunch of bottles, like tiny bottles in my luggage, but then I had to open my overstuffed luggage and explain to them that they were all small bottles full of poetry that's meant to look like medicine bottles from a poetry pharmacy. I was like, oh, it's poems. And I just like pulled out a bunch of glass bottles full of poetry. He was like, you can just go. I don't even need to look at the rest. And I was like, okay. So, yeah. Do they really, Joanne? She told me they didn't do that anymore and made me look like crazy, but I thought it would have been kind of fun. Or at least like, I don't know, something to do. Okay. I'm going to make you this butterfly. Very slowly, Anwar. Everything's very slow. I was so nervous, Moonlight, because when I use like my computer and everything, it always doesn't recognize me. And I'm like, do I not have fingerprints? So I was like so scared, and they didn't care. Yes, we can, Jody. Are you seeing my comments? Yes. I'm scrolling back though. Hello, how do I learn this art? By, like, what is it? Trial and error. I learned it by burning myself a bunch. but really and truly, I learned it myself, and I love it a lot. So today we are making happy-go-lucky wax seals full of joy because I am full of joy. I can't believe I'm going on a honeymoon. Like a real person. Oh my God. Anyway. I just keep looking because it says like check into your flight tomorrow. And I'm like, me? And then I keep thinking I live in a rom-com. So I'm convinced that they're like, I'm going to show up and they're going to be like, just kidding. Here's your first class ticket. I'm delusional. I called to ask if that ever really happens because they wouldn't answer my email. They said no. And then I asked how much it was, and it was $12,000 a ticket for first class. So I was like, no, thank you. But thank you for letting me know. And she was like, yeah. Anyway, so if any of y'all know somebody who has first class tickets, like, good on them. Like, have a ball. I'm not quite there yet. I don't know who that is. Do I have a doppelganger? That's fun. All right, so we're making a Monarch butterfly. I don't remember the color scheme other than that. Does that look right? Maybe some like tangerine. Does that look like a butterfly? I feel like yes. I'm like searching for Jody's comment because I saw like your comment before, but it was blue because it was the link to my site, but I couldn't see it because I'm blind. I'm like, what is that? Sorry. It is my own website, y'all. Anyway, it's TreasuredLetter.com, and absolutely positively check it out. Just be aware that I will be away, so if you order anything, there will be a slight delay of about 2.5 weeks. Thanks, kitten. How are you? Goldish. Oh, I could have put golden. Clever, clever. Thank you. Because it's like, I'm going to use like a yellow gold. That makes sense. Girl. Okay. So I am trying really hard to keep this nice, but it's really difficult because I get wax everywhere, and that's just like my MO. Okay. So it looks like this currently, and it's going to be this. And I'm going to love it. And hopefully you are also going to love it. I did too at first, Onward. I was like, goldfish. I do have a goldfish sticker. I forgot water this stream and also every stream. So I need to remember that going forward. Now, there are like 1 million people here. So if any of y'all could like the stream, that would be monumental. Thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, amazing. But either way, you could like it if you wanted. That would be great. Okay, so 1 more day and then I'm going on my honeymoon. What should I do there? No idea. Have I ever had that much free time? No. Will I cry every moment? Probably yes. Yay. But I do need to dye my hair because it's now like a blonde, but it's too close to like my skin tone. So I don't like that. So it needs to be pink. So we're going to try and fix that tomorrow. And then if you see me tomorrow and my hair is like magenta, no, you didn't. Do you understand? Because it's not supposed to be magenta. But I'm doing it. And we're going to see. It's a different dye. I don't really know how to use it. Yeah. I have a note to bring a camera. The language device thingy. I bought a plug for Italy, like an adapter. And I didn't write this down, but I really want to remember a sweatshirt because I feel like I'm going to be chilly in the airport. That's it. That's as far as I got. So, and chargers. Yes. That is true. And if any of y'all would like to help me be debt-free for the honeymoon, that is the remaining thing for this, which is $274. So if anyone would like to donate towards that, I will be very excited because the goal is to be debt-free before I go, to kind of make me feel like brave enough and like it's okay to take a holiday. I know logically that it's okay to take a holiday, but my heart is like, is it? So I'm working on it. I have had neon green hair before. It's fun. I've had every color hair actually, now that I think about it. Except I don't think I've had leopard print hair. Have I? Maybe I have. I've had ladybug hair. I've had giraffe hair. Oh, you know what I've definitely never had? Zebra. I was never like a fan of making my hair white because of the immense amount of effort it would take and bleach. So my hair would not survive it. But other than that, I think I've had every color hair. Red, blue, green, brown, black, pink, orange, auburn, purple, various color blues. I've had it all. That's pretty. I like the gold over on the edges and the yellow mixed in. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. I've had light blue, mostly because I really liked dyeing it gray. And sometimes I would mess up and it would turn light blue. And then I'd be like, oh, this is nice. So I just move on and keep it. That's how I ended up finding out I really love having light purple hair too. Will I be going to Broadway? Yes. And there's like this locksmith I want to go to in New York that I found from a TikTok. And I was like, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen as someone who's obsessed with vintage things. They have these castle keys, which look like, it's a house key, but it looks like an old-fashioned like vintage skeleton key kind of end. It's so pretty. And I talked to the locksmith because his website was from like 1980. And anyway, he was like, oh yeah, I'll mail you a key, but it was $100. So I have to save up to get the key of my dreams. I don't know why I want this so badly, but I want it so badly. So anyway, that's what happened. Did I get new clothing? I bought a black dress and, oh, and a shirt that's bedazzled. So, did I get anything helpful? Debatable. But the shirt is bedazzled, and I'm really excited about it. Welcome back. I'm so happy you're here right before I leave too. It's perfect timing to say hello and goodbye. All right, so here's the back and here's the front. And at some point I will show you my new bedazzled shirt and dress, but not today because I don't know where anything is. Because I'm hurriedly trying to pack things. Gold? I guess gold. We put gold in there, so. Dan cleaned out the fridge and made us food with like all of the remaining vegetables and stuff that we had, so now we just have to eat that. And then I cleaned out all the chips, so I'm helping, really. I'm not. I'm a menace. But I'm trying my best. After this, I will be working on some orders until about 2 a.m. and doing my laundry. And then I'll be getting up and realizing that I do not have that job anymore, and then freaking out a bit, and then making about 15 videos, and then packing. So just a reasonable amount of things to do. I made this too inky. It's a fine line. But I did get a pretty dress, and it's very like simple, and it packs really small, and it's like a classy one. Do you know what I mean? So it's like long and it looks vintagey, I think. So I like it a lot. So I got that, and then I accidentally got gold everywhere, and then then I did it again. I've learned nothing. So that's the plan. Mondays are gonna be at 1 again. Yeah, because I never changed the schedule on YouTube. I think it still says 1. So we just gotta go back. So I'm very excited. Did you make it to the P.O. box? I did. I went a couple days ago, and there was macaroni and cheese there. I took a video, but there, that was what was there. So I told them I'm going to be away, and they were like, we don't care. And I was like, and that's why I love you. Because they're very strict at the post office, where you only have 2 weeks to get your package or they send it back. But my post office doesn't care about anything, and they'll hold it for me forever, and I love them for that. So when I was sick or anything, I didn't have to like worry about dragging myself out to get like mail or anything. I think that's nice of them. So that's where we're at, and I'm really excited. So I have one stream on TikTok. This is the last one on YouTube, and then I will be in another country eating delicious cacio e pepe. I'm so excited. Okay, so fun fact, I really love pepper. Something that has not come up before. But I really love it, so I'm really excited to have like peppery pasta. It's gonna be so good, y'all. Anyway, so this is what we're working with. I just need to fix some of this gold situation because I got it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Sorry. My soul left my body. Because Andrew said something crazy again. Anyway, y'all, I always think that people are messing with me, but I've come to terms with the fact that Anwar and Jody are never messing with me, even though I think they are. So anyway, Andrew is also just not messing with me, and it's crazy. So Andrew said that they will match $150 if someone donates anything. They will match it. That's crazy and very kind of you. Okay, so what are we making? I got so flustered. All right, so because I'm going away, I'm gonna make this so that you can find me, but like don't look too hard. I'm on vacation. Me too, Anwar. Okay. Thanks, Scarlett. Yeah, it's a dress. It's like pretty long. And I have to be careful because I roll around and then I keep rolling over it and then I get stuck. So and that's on gracefulness. Welcome. I've been accused of many things, but being graceful will never be one of them, tragically for me. But neither here nor there. I had like the worst week, perhaps ever. Not ever. That's dramatic. Very bad though. Last week. So this week, by default, has to be better. So here we are. And I'm leaving on my honeymoon in 2 days. In 48 hours, I'll be on a plane like a fancy, fancy lady. Looking absolutely god-awful because I want to be comfortable. But anyway. Hi, Allie, how are you? This is a wax seal sticker. Hi, Color. We made this butterfly. So we're going to make this compass. Why is it every time? There we go. It's right side up now. What color would you like your compass? Now's the time to let me know. I don't know about that, but like, thanks. Okay. So I'm Erica. Did I even say that? Ooh, I'm very bad at the two most important parts, which are like who I am and what I do, and that this is like a small business, like I'm an artist. I gotta get better at that part. Otherwise, I'm just like wee ADD, and then I don't know. But welcome, squid ink. Yes, this is squid ink. It is very, very dark purple. Can you tell it's purple on camera? I don't know. Can you? I think you can. Anyway, it's pretty. But if you mix it with certain colors, it looks gray. And gray is my favorite color. So I like it. Because it's like a smoky purple. Anyway, so should we use this then? Because we're putting, whatever. We'll get back to this. So, hi, Em. Ruby red. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, I've got to move this, but I have this jar full of handles because y'all like asked once, but then I moved it and now I just keep knocking over handles everywhere because the jar is out of control. Anyway, ruby red. All right, any ideas for Halloween? So I'm pretending that it's not Halloween until I get back, and then the moment I get back, it is Halloween and I will be insufferable. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not that sorry. But I am a fall girly who really loves everything about it, except for impending winter. So should we have any other colors, or do you like it just like two-tone like this? That is a cool color scheme, I must say. What do you think? Should we add any other colors? Let me know. This is what we're making. And I held it right side up this time. Hi, Brandon. Hello. Okay, so welcome. A lot of people say I should be a teacher, and I tried for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh, this isn't for me. Because I was going to teach English as a second language to like, for like a Japanese app. And when I went on there, I like applied, and you have to do like a practice one. Do you know what they said? Do you know what their feedback was for me? I could give you a million guesses and you won't get it. They told me I wasn't cheery enough. How? Do I need to just be hopping around? Because I will. Anyway, so that was crazy. And I was like, are they seeing what I'm seeing? Because I was so excited. Because if it's a child speaking Japanese, I can understand. Anyone else, no. So anyway, I thought that was craziness. So then I was like, maybe this isn't for me. And then I looked into, here, like on the East Coast, they have emergency teaching certificates where you can get the ability to be a teacher very quickly if you're willing to go to like lower income areas that really need a teacher. They'll give you like a quicker way to do that. And then you can take the teaching certification exam in your state once you've had enough teaching behind your belt. Is that the term? Anyway, so I looked into that, and because I thought like I would do a good job maybe. But it turns out I don't think I like it. Like, I really thought about it. I thought, like, can I be a teacher? What do I think? I think I would, like, do a good job with, like, college level. But when it comes to, like, little kids, I don't know what to do with them. And if there's more than one, I want to leave. So I can't. Okay. That's true, though. I did have an amazing elementary school teacher. And then y'all, because y'all always tell me, like, I look like a teacher, I act like a teacher. So I, like, thought about that. And I, like, basically became my elementary school teacher because she would show up with, like, grungy, cool clothes, looking like she just, I don't know. I don't have this aspect, but she looked like she rolled out of bed and just was gorgeous. But she showed up on a motorcycle every day, and I grew up, and that's what I do now. So yay. I make art, and I have a motorcycle license. Can I drive? Yes. Should I? No. I can ride a motorcycle, but I shouldn't be driving one because I'm not a good driver. But the point is, she was amazing. This is pretty. And I never do just 2 colors, so that's fun. That's fun. Oh, it like matches. All my stuff is purple today. You'd think it was my favorite color. It's up there, though. That's amazing, Andrew. Oh, that's wonderful. One of my best friends was a teacher for a very, very, very long time. So I ended up talking to a lot of people that were teachers to see if it's something that I would thrive at. Initially, I thought, like, I will teach English in Japan and live there. That was the original plan before I, like, really fell in love and was like, maybe not. And I was really only doing that to stay in Japan because I liked it there. I didn't really want to teach there. It's just a very easy job to get when you're already there. And English is like your first language. So I almost did that. And then when I got home, I was like, oh, maybe I should look into like teaching people from Japan because I was qualified. But then in the end, I found my calling, and it is making art and making people happy and writing poems and helping people feel connected. And I love it so much. I can't think of anything on earth that I rather do. And I think that's very lucky. So here we go. Here's the back. It's ruby red and squid ink. And here is the front. Now, I'm thinking maybe silver. What do you think for the top of this? Rose, silver, or gold? Because it is very pretty, and I feel like it could go in any direction with the color on top. But didn't it come out so crisp and nice? That is a nice compass. I found out from y'all that this is called a compass rose. Silver, silver, silver. Okay. I was going to say, don't have to tell me twice, but you do. Okay, so I have no idea, like, what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm going to do everything. I'm scared. But it's going to be great. I can't believe I'm going on a vacation. It's crazy. And even if we like don't make the goal, the fact that I'm so close to being debt free is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, is it like a never-ending story situation? Yes, but still, that's amazing. And I am so grateful. And it just gives me like hope that when I come home and I'm doing this full time, like I might actually be able to like thrive and not just survive. That's wild. So I'm going to put everything I have into this when I return. Can't wait. You ready? Ta-da! Andrew's like, what are the semantics on the bet that I made? You don't have to do anything, my friend. We're just happy you're here. Okay, this is what it looks like. Oh, there we go. This is what it looks like. And I do think that it came out very crispy and nice. Because like from a distance, up close, gorgeous. From a distance, perfection. Ah, yay. Guess what? Okay. If I had to guess what anything could be, that's very broad, but I'll work on it. My guess is that when you were in the forest, you happened upon, I don't know, what, like the most perfect tree ever? Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's pretty. All right, now we're going to make something else. But first, I've been trying really hard to put things away that I am taking out. I was thinking a fairy circle armoire, but I was like, will everyone know what it is when you happen upon it, or do you only find out when you're in it? I don't know. Well, I know, but you won't know. So we're going to do that, and where did this come from? Goes with the pirate ship. A weeping willow tree is so pretty. Jody's right. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Now, once upon a time, I had the wax seal of a butterfly that we just used. And then, I don't know, y'all. Did I put it back already? I put it back already. I'm so used to not putting anything away that I'm like confused what it is. That's bad. But that's okay, y'all. That's okay. We're going to make the tree of life. Looks like this. 5 years, Scarlett. I've been doing this for 5 years, but I quit my full-time job 2 years ago. So the first 5 years, it's like I was either working and doing it, or it started as like a hobby, but mostly because I was too afraid for it to not be a hobby. Does that make sense? And I didn't know if anyone would ever like anything that I've made before, because who could tell? Not me. I was like, everyone's gonna hate this, but I love it, so I'm gonna make it, and that's how it started. But it turns out everybody was kind, and it was great. We are making wax seal stickers, and this one is the tree of life. I don't know why I'm whispering, but that's where we're at. So, wax. If you like the stream, I would love that, because we're trying to get to 100, and I'm nervous that we're not going to make our goal, and it's our last goal before I leave, so we got to make it. So if you haven't liked the stream, please be an absolute love and like the stream. Thank you. All right, so this is like super light green, but it is green. It's just really, really light green. We're going to use that. Then I forgot, and I have this green, which is really nice. So we're going to put that in. And then it looks like this. And that's going to be nice. Looks like this. I still want glitter in it. I just didn't want green glitter because it's like too dark of a green, and I was going for like a lighter version. So I'm going to put silver glitter in it. And there you have it. The most perfect wax seal ever to be. It's not actually being yet, but anyway, this is a pretty handle that I got. And by that I mean someone absolutely lovely sent it to the P.O. box. Thank you, Lilac. So glitter is always good. Agreed. Can you read us some poems tonight? Absolutely. Did I go for a walk? I did. And it was way hotter than I thought. I wore a sweatshirt like a crazy person. I was dying. Anyways, so let's see if I have anything about travel. I genuinely don't know if I do on here, but we will look. Am I scared to read my poetry still after all this time? 100% I am, but that's okay, because that's how you learn. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so la, da, da, da. It's about distance. Those are memorials. Those are Mother's Day. That's for a dog. That's about a cup of tea. Then I went through a phase where I didn't write any of what the poems were about. I just wrote like, this is the poem for John, and this is the poem for Kim. Why? Anyway, so I've been going through like hundreds of poems and being like, girl, this is about. It's like, why would I do that? Okay, so I'm looking, but keep an eye on this for me, would you? All right, dog, daughter poem, some very, very sad poems. Let's see. Love, self-love. Let's see. We're going to read this poem that I like, that I hope you like. We're not reading any sad poems today, although I usually don't, but I do write them. I know I read a lot of like very happy poems on here, but I do write poems about like loss and like very specific, you know, painful things that people have requested poems about to help them like work through or feel the feelings or come to terms, or I write a lot of poems, but we're not reading those today. This one is called Freedom, and I wrote it in November of 2024, and I've been toying with whether or not this should be like the beginning of the book or not, but we'll see. Anyways, poems about donations. Never once in my life has anyone asked that, but you never know what people will order, I suppose. Okay, so hold on a minute. We gotta pour this. Glitter, 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 so pretty. Okay. I accidentally made this gigantic because I forgot that I put too much wax in here, but nobody's gonna be mad about a giant sticker. Let's be real. So this is a giant sticker, that's a little sticker, and that's the spoon because it's pretty. Isn't that green up there pretty? It's like a froggy green and I love it. Anyway, so back on track. It's called Freedom and I'm procrastinating because I get scared. I think I've read this one on here before, so if you know it, you know it. Okay. New beginnings do happen. Brighter days ahead can appear. On a day like any other, suddenly a difference in the air. Worked hard to get to this point of just being me, myself, truly, and I. Settling into my skin, feeling warmth on my face. A fresh day awaits me each morning. This amazing adventure has started, filled with love, curiosity, joy. Looking forward to a brilliant future and the surprises it will hold. Really, never could I have predicted the changes that have occurred. Proud of myself for who I've become. Can't wait to see what new stories unfold. So that is a new beginning. And that is exactly where we're at this moment. So I love it a lot, and it is called Freedom. The one that I have open is for someone, so I can't read that one because I finished it today. So they haven't gotten it yet. So thanks, Anwar. Y'all are lovely. Thank you so much. If any of y'all want to donate, we're trying to get to a debt-free honeymoon, and I'm leaving in 2 days. So this is my last stream on YouTube before I go. I'll be live on TikTok tomorrow night, and then I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Is that the words? Anyway, so that's what's left, which is $274.31. And then I'll have made every goal I made to make. Nope, that sentence didn't make sense. I swear I write well, but speaking, Okay, so at least I've gotten better at thinking I write well. The fact that I just said that without thought was a very good sign. Anyway, back to reality. I get so nervous. Okay, so let's see if I have any travel-y type poems. Okay, this is called You're Never Prepared to Climb a Mountain, and That's Okay. So, it's written by Erica Taylor, a whimsical, eccentric hermit who's leaving her house this week and is scared. Anyway, so, what is reality though? We're all mad here. Okay, so, that's pretty. Thanks, Anwar. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so I'm reading some poetry that I wrote, and I hope that you like. So, I'm gonna blow this out so that I don't like accidentally set myself aflame while I'm leaning over reading this. So, let's, All right. Anyways, I started my climb slowly since it's all that I can do. I've never felt strong, and I wondered if I could. Each rock felt like a boulder, each step I dragged on. But as time continued, I started to feel strong. Sometimes I fell, I felt sorrow and pain. It only matters that I rose and continued again. I understand and agree you can try to prepare, but any training you do will be hard to compare. The mountain was arduous. Each time I faltered was hard, but with support and love, I pushed past my scars. The summit is beautiful, truly a work of art, but I felt it best to descend back to the start. For the point is the journey and friends made on the way. I hope to walk with them, we can share all we've gained. Once we make it together, at last we'll feel free. I'll look over and thank you for joining this journey with me. I don't know why I get so nervous. Anyway, that was a poem that I wrote. Because I'm going on a journey, and I thought you might like it. So rad. Anyway, thanks, Ashley. That's lovely. Thank you, Joanne. Y'all are so thoughtful. Oh, thanks, Lacey. I get really nervous. Anyway, if you would like a mini locket, that I can make you a tiny tree of life. And then if you'd like a larger locket, I can make you a larger tree of life. And then if you want, look at that glitter. Oh my God, it's so good. Then if you want two, I can make you two. Anyway, this is a tree of life. And I really like this froggy green. I don't have a lot of it, but I really love it lately. That one is like what I've been obsessing with recently. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I was thinking maybe silver, but I could be convinced to make it gold. What do you think? Oh, and just as a reminder, if anybody would like to like the stream, we're trying to get to 100 likes before I go. And then another reminder is if you do get anything on the site, just be aware that you won't receive it for a bit because I'm going to be away for about 2.5 weeks. Onward. Nobody. I'm over here like, wow, $1. And Onwar's like, no. Sorry, that made me giggle. Okay, anyway, back on track. Y'all are crazy. You're funny though. It makes me laugh and I appreciate that. But look at how pretty this is. Isn't that nice? Okay, so I'm thinking silver. I don't know. I feel like gold would be pretty and warm, but I just feel like silver will be nice. I'm going to see what we see here and go from there. If we don't like it, we'll just color over it. Isn't that the joyous part of art? You can just make whatever you want to. I love that. All right. So. All right. Are you ready? Because it's really pretty. Thanks, Anwar. Y'all are lovely. Ready? Here's the back where the sticker goes. And here is the front. What do you think? Do you like it? I feel like that's very clean. You know what I mean? That's nice. So today's been a very wild day because I quit my job. I am working on orders. I am a full-time poet, and I'm just real lucky. Have I packed? No. But I have a good 24 hours. So after this, I'm going to be typing stuff until about, I don't know, 2 or 3. And then, then I'm going to be making some wax seals. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do it again. I love what I do. Although, don't be like me and like sleep. Get like restful evenings or whatever. Hello. So when I first started on TikTok, I just assumed everyone would want to be like little treasures. Like I let people choose what they wanted to be called when they subscribed. And do you know what they chose? Goblins, little goblins. Because I'm like hoarding wax. And I still think that's funny to this day. So in my head, I'm like, just little goblins. But I do think they were little treasures also. Okay, so these are what we made. This color swatch is like insanity. So I don't know what happened here. I feel like ADD went rampant, but it is pretty. It's not a cohesive color swatch situation here. This is looking like a crazed person. Anyway, what do you think? Do those colors go together? Maybe without that one, I don't know, but I really wanted a butterfly. Thank you, Anwar. That is so thoughtful. You know, I watched like a whole YouTube video to find out what the little gems are. And do you know what I found out? Nothing. I still have no idea. So I'm just waiting, and I'm going to be excited and surprised. Okay. So there we are. But I think it's so thoughtful, and I'm very grateful. Okay, so this is the color scheme. That went really far, okay? That like rolled away. So if you need me, I'll be on a dress looking for my wax seal, which happens to be inside of a level that I left on the ground from hanging this shelf. Oh no, Andrew. All right. I was ready to see dust on it. All right, back on track before I accidentally hurl things again. Let's not do that. Oh my God, we made it to 75 likes. Y'all, thank you. Okay. We're going to do a recap of what we've made for tonight, which is our last YouTube stream before my honeymoon. I will be live once more before I leave tomorrow night on TikTok, which is Thursday the 4th. But then after that, I leave on the 5th. So tomorrow, we'll see what state I'm in. But are you ready? Here is the back where the sticker goes. This is my favorite wax seal and my favorite color scheme. It comes out different every time, but every time it's gorgeous. Look at those polka dots. An absolute delight. I think I'm going to paint my nails pink for the trip because that's like just a color I like, so it will match everything. So, thanks, Carrie. All right, here's the back, here's the front. We got a little butterfly situation happening here, and I think the gold came out really nice. I wasn't sure if I should do gold, but then there's like a little gold in here and yellow, and it turns out it's really pretty. I know, Ashley, I am flabbergasted. It's the best way I can put that. Okay, don't forget to pack tomorrow. That's true. Right after the stream, I'm going to be doing laundry, like putting it in the dryer. And then while that dries, I will be working on some orders because I really want, like, I don't want anyone to wait for when I get back. So, I'm getting everything done, y'all. So let's not go crazy and order a bunch tomorrow. Because I can't do it. But I'm doing my best. All right, here is, ta-da, the wax seal sticker of the day. Dark teal, green, black, lilac, and blue. Look at that page. That's so pretty. Do you see it? There we go. That's pretty. Love that for us. Okay. Then we made this, which I think is so sweet. It is squid ink. Wait, I have to like hold it a certain way for you to be able to see it. Okay, squid ink and then ruby red. Just these two colors. And I feel like they meld so well. What a lovely color scheme y'all chose for that one. Love that. I looked up one place on War, and then when I found out that they had wax seals, I started crying out of excitement. And Dan was like, maybe, maybe we just see when we get there. So I was so excited. I was just crying. And the idea that they would have them like in real life. To be honest though, anytime I found wax seal in a store, it's like either ones I already have or ones that like you could get for significantly cheaper online. But I always want to support, like if it's a small business, I'll buy it. Even if I have it, I'll buy it. Like I have a problem. I really love small businesses and I really want to be supportive. I will bankrupt myself for it. So, so whatever it is, I'll buy it. So we'll see what happens. All right, so this is the back. And I'm thinking I should try and make a stamp that is just green with glitter on top somehow, like that. I don't know how exactly, but I'm really obsessed with how that particular part looks. So we'll be looking into that when we get home. And here is the front. Absolutely stunning. It's like, ooh, how many color greens was it? 5, I think. Green, sage green, pistachio, froggy green, and that super light green that looks white. This one, but it's that color, but it's still green. Anyway, so that is that. Aren't they beautiful? I feel like they're so nice. They came out so pretty today. Which is what matters because this will be the last stream on YouTube for 2.5 weeks. Will you miss me? I will miss you. Real talk. Can you get me one? I don't even know if I'll find one because I just got so overwhelmed at the idea that I like could not keep it together. I was so excited. But we'll see. Because I do not speak the language and I have been learning through Duolingo, which means I know how to say like the dorm is beautiful or like my professor is interesting. Nothing that's helpful. Anyway, pray for me. So when I look for directions, but I did buy a pair of like nice walking shoes, so I should be at least comfortable while lost. That matters. That matters. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, you are right. Thank you. Please do. And I hope that you enjoyed the poems that I read. And I hope with all of my heart that you have a lovely couple weeks until I return. And so yeah, that's it. Did we make our goal? We still have one more day. We're gonna be on TikTok, but we got very, very close to that goal, and I still think that's a win. So our goal is to be debt-free for the honeymoon. That's what this says. It's backwards for you, but it says debt-free honeymoon, and it says goal, and I put little hearts. And I found this like silver marker that Jody got me. I love it so much. Anyway, so that's what that is. And then, what is that? Is that, oh my gosh. I'm shaking. No. Oh, I stopped breathing. I snorted. I'm dead. I'm literally dead. No. You weren't allowed. That's not even, I'm not, what? You're so nice, and I can't. Y'all, we made our goal. Thank you. I'm gonna call it. So, this is our goal, and then these are the places where my fingers dyed it blue from getting wax all over myself. But, so this is I ran out of printer ink at the time, so I made it on a little label. So we're gonna color it together, and I'm gonna not cry, and that's what's gonna happen. This is not going well. Oh, moonlight, that's true. Thank you. You already gave me my honeymoon gift before you left. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. This is my marker. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to keep it together. Oh my god. I'm gonna like sob after this stream. It's gonna be me like doing laundry and typing, just crying. That's so in character. Oh my god. We get to color the whole thing. I feel really emotional about it. Thank you. I made little lines because we made enough. But thank you. I'm gonna get gelato. Some of us have priorities, and those priorities are ice cream. And the reason this means so much is because I'm so nervous to go away, because when you have like your own business and you're your own like income, like you're not allowed to go away. Like you can't. So this was like a big leap of faith, and this will help so that while I'm gone, I don't have to worry as much. Thank you. I don't know what's going on either, Coco. I'm leaving the day after tomorrow for my for my honeymoon. So I was trying to be debt free, and we did it. And now I'm just shaking like a little leaf. Thank you. So I had said that anything over this amount I would use on the honeymoon as like an actual like savings that I could spend, I guess. What's that called? I don't know. My brain is like spending. My brain is turned off. Anyway, so Does anyone have a calculator? Can you help? Fun money. Oh, that's what that's called. Did I have okay. Okay, can you all help? It's 500 minus 274 and 31 cents. Can you tell me what that is, please? All day, every day. Dan's just like, what is happening? And I'm like buying a gelato place. Not coming back. Next time I stream, you're like, wait a minute. Why is she making wax seals in a villa? Oh my god. Okay. Andrew, it's crazy, Jody. I'm freaking out. So random. I was raised by my grandparents. Anyway, why do you ask? I'm so red. I match my glasses. Thanks, Onwar. I think being raised by my grandparents did two very important things. One, I watched a lot of like crime TV shows, and two, I've done a lot of crossword puzzles. So I've got that going for me, I guess. Oh my god. Mark, I can't, there's too many nice things happening. I can't panic. I'm so flustered. Oh my gosh. Look at the little red lines. Those are like the red strings of fate, or in this case, hope. So, thank you. I'm going to Rome in 2 days, and I'm freaking out. And I'm really blessed. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, Mark. That's a very kind thing to say. You know what, Richard? I 100% agree. Oh my god. I currently have a vendetta with the New York Times because they put my mini crossword puzzle on behind a paywall. So if you're wondering, I used to do that when I couldn't sleep. That is, so my grandmother did them in ink, but they were like the Providence, like, you know, like from Rhode Island. They were smaller newspapers that aren't as hard, I think. I'm disgruntled, Anwar. Not right now, though. But about the crossword puzzle. If they take away that connections game, I'm gonna be so mad. I like that one. It's hard. If you enjoy like a difficult game, it's fun and it's free. Anyway, I think it's hard. I'm not very good at it. Anyways, what am I even saying? I feel like you get way more information out of me when I'm delirious. Like, what am I saying? I don't know. Luna, I feel you. I did my laundry right before the stream, which means I had the whole day. Recap. I'm freaking out. That was so generous. Thanks, Moonlight. Thanks, Tommy. Y'all are lovely. I can't believe it. For like a brief moment, I'm debt free. mean, I know I'm going somewhere, but that's not the point. That's a very hopeful moment. Okay, so I think I always tell myself I'm not going to tell Dan anything and I'm going to surprise him. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like waking him up because I'm excited. So, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, here's the recap of stickers that we made. This is a dragon. That's my favorite. I know that this should be my favorite, but that's my favorite because that was the first one I ever got. And when I was looking at it, I had like the moment of like, I should make this and do this for a living. Wouldn't that be so amazing? And then it happened. Manifested. Anyway, here's the treasure letter sticker of the day. Thanks, Mary. I'm very emotional at the moment, but I really appreciate the compliment. Okay, I'm giggling to myself because every so often my phone keeps being like, switch over your laundry. It's like giving me aggressive reminders that I forgot that I left for myself. Anyways, they get progressively more like loud, you know, with like words. So this is the back. I really want to recreate that. Maybe I'll try tomorrow. And then this is the front. That's the tree of life. Y'all deserve all the most wonderful things in the world. Thank you so very much to Andrew. That was shocking. And I'm freaking out. I feel like this looks like something, I don't know what. I feel like I'm staring at a cloud trying to figure out what it looks like, but something, like a little mouse or something. Anyway, that's that. That's that. I don't know. I made all of our goals, except for some likes, but I'm so flustered. We did a great job. And by we, I mean you. Okay. Thanks, Luna. I feel like it will be. I was thinking about, yes. I wish my alarm was. Oh no, it's reminders I put in, Anwar. They're me. I just have ADD, so I forget what I put in my phone. But my phone has reminders that are like, for the love of God. That's me putting it in there. I forget. I have that type of ADD. Anyways, Muad'Dib, I know too much, Andrew. Dan really loves Dune. I actually don't know that much. I just watched the movies. Hi, Obi. How are you? Obi is the name of a like anime character that I think is so delightful. So I'm always happy to see you. Okay. Where were we? Thank you, Mark. You have the uncanny ability to say the most kindest things. I do think that this would be really nice for a card. I have made a lot of cards. I must say a lot of them are either like Father's Day or like going away cards. So I'm waiting for like a love letter to be a compass, because like I found you. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I'm waiting for that. So okay, I am calm and collected. If people met me, they'd be like, wow, she is so calm. I forgot my water, which is what I hide behind so I don't start crying. It didn't work. I will be gone until the 16th. So barring I don't fall asleep because like I don't understand jet lag in this direction. But barring that doesn't happen, I will be streaming on Friday the 16th. Is that a Friday? No, that math isn't mathing. What's the Friday? Send help. 2 weeks from Friday. Is that 16? I gotta stop telling people if it's 16 if it's not. I don't think it is. I think it might be 18. 19? Girl, I don't know. 19. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at this. Okay. Well, I tried. The 19th, 2 weeks from tomorrow. That's all I can tell you because I genuinely don't know math, which is really dismaying. I don't know. Is that a word? I'm flustered. Calm, she says. So calm. Can't you tell? So calm. The 19th. Thank you, Andrew. Okay. So the 19th, and now I'm going to have to make a video about that and apologize because I'm pretty sure I said the 16th. I meant Friday. Someone donated $5 on here. It doesn't tell me so. Oh, maybe because I have a link in my bio. Maybe there. Well, that's nice. Thank you. Y'all are lovely. Okay, so at least Andrew will be there. maybe Jody and Anwar and me. I don't know, but it's a Friday. Oh gosh, yeah, that I know. That I freaked out. That is the only donation that shows up on here right now, and 37 little cute gemstone thingies that I think we should call rubies because I don't know what they are. Does anyone else know what they're called, or are we just calling them like gems? I will be gone for 2 weeks, and I will. Oh, I forgot I have space ones. I was like, what is on my head? What? I will be gone for 2 weeks, and except because tonight's my last night streaming, it'll be 2 weeks and 2 days because I'll be back 2 Fridays from tomorrow. I feel like I describe things in the most convoluted way. I'm so sorry. I'm flustered. Okay. I haven't received any donations at the moment because it notifies me. But it's the thought that counts. Thanks, Jody. Hey, miss. I get notifications on my phone of any activities. So that's how I know. Thanks, Clifford. That's a cool name. I've never met a Clifford before. But yes, you can donate. There's a link on my channel. There's like a link tree. There's Venmo and PayPal on there. There's here with the stickers, and that's it. That's a lot of options though. Hi. But either way, it's the thought that counts, and I think that's very thoughtful. 90 likes. 90 likes. Sorry. But a lot of times, like, I just assume people are messing with me because that's what it's like on the internet. They'll be like, I donated $1 million, and I'll be like, thanks. Because I don't know what you're supposed to do, because I don't know. But it hasn't happened yet, because I stopped breathing for 500. I don't know what to tell you. That can't happen. Like if Mr. Beast shows up here, I'm hyperventilating. Okay, back on track here. Typewriter Fridays. I know, I'm so sorry. I will be back in 2 weeks. I will be on my honeymoon. I'm not very sorry about that, though. I'm very, very excited. And then when I get back, I think I'm going to cut my hair short because I wanted it to be able to fit in a ponytail so I could be lazy on this trip. But then after that, I think that I would like to have maybe cute hair. So, like, I don't know. So you have to see what happens. If 8 people would like to like the stream, if 8 people could like the stream, would like to like. Anyway, that would be amazing. It's true, Richard. I'm basically just in denial. I stared at it for like long enough for my brain to process and it still didn't happen. But I did a good job. I don't think I stuttered too much. Because I like stutter when I get flustered. I don't think I did. Did I? I might have. Quality. Thank you. That's very kind. I don't know how to, thank you, Anwar. I don't know how to change it when people have like comments that aren't the vibe, but I appreciate you, Anwar, because I don't know how to do that. Thank you so much. I'm freaking out because it shows 502. I'm freaking out. My accent's getting worse. There's no G on any of my words now. The shock is gone to my brain. Okay, anyways, back on track. These are the stickers we made today, and I am truly grateful and also just really blessed. I can't say that enough. I'm just very lucky. Very, very lucky. I'm gonna put my stamp away and give you all time to like the stream if you want, while I put these away. That's what happens when you get a matching locket set of a Tree of Life. It's pretty close, huh? Isn't it cute? Anyways, so thanks, Anwar. So we gotta put this tree away and then freak out, and then the best part is that after this, I'm going to type someone's order, and it's going to be full of the best vibes. I love that. I hope that they can feel it when they get it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, thank you, Andrew, because, like, at least I know what that means. Someone else wrote Italian in here, and I couldn't read it at all, y'all. Duolingo has done me wrong. Oh my God. I will let you know if it does, but I'm 100% sure it does, Andrew. Oh yeah, Amanda, I wrote you an email, but then I changed the poem. So, if you would just, I sent it because I didn't want to run out of time. So you can disregard the email, and if there's anything that you don't like, then you can tell me and I'll redo it. But I think you're gonna like it. But I did some things. I edited your poem many times until I thought it was perfect. So don't worry about it. We had 100 likes and 100 million love. Okay, that might be it's fun. Maybe is that right? I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope you do, man. I really hope you do. And I put on the envelopes their first name on each envelope. I hope that's okay, because I didn't want to assume, but that's what I ended up doing, so I hope that's all right. Thank you. I don't know, Anwar. I watched a video on it and I didn't understand the video. But it tells me, it'll be like, you have a nickel sometimes. So I'm like, oh. But I don't know what the conversion is. Andrew, you died. You don't have to match anything for life. What do you mean? Thanks, Sean. Y'all are so kind. Oh, I was nowhere close. Richard, pray for me. Philippe, thank you. I know random things, so I'll be able to find like a museum or a park on the map or something, and I'll be able to be like, I'm vegan, help. And that's about it. I printed out a card for Dan's dietary restrictions so that I don't absolutely butcher your beautiful language, and then everything else I will learn as I go, because weirdly enough, I'm bad at a lot of things, but I'm pretty good at languages, and I really like them. So once I get there, I'll figure it out. Do the laundry? Oh no, that's true. I know. I can't forget that it's in there because this wet laundry, and that's a no-go. You can't forget that, but I obviously did, so thank you. I said 10 points to anyone who remembers, so 10 points to y'all. Because I forgot. I need to dye my hair tomorrow or wake up really early and do it on Friday. But either way, it needs to be not this color. So we shall see. But I'm going to go do my laundry in some order so I can get everything done before we go. Although in retrospect, I think I forgot to mark Amanda's order complete. Not that it wasn't done, but I have to like push the button saying it's done because that was recently, so I will do that too. And I love y'all, and I just hit myself in the glasses, so all is well, and I am so collected. Special thanks to Andrew. That was shocking and so kind and so generous, and I'm just absolutely shook. So thank you very, very much, and thank you to all of you for being here and all of your support. Thank you to Anwar for your donations. That was very kind. Love y'all very much. This is the sweetest, most wonderful community, and I always say I'm happy to be part of it. And Dan's like, you made it. This is yours. And I'm like, nah, that can't be. Because like y'all are so amazing like that. I don't know. I'm very grateful though. So thank you for being here. Sweet dreams. If you have TikTok, I'm TreasuredLetter on there, and I will be live Thursday the 4th, which is technically today, but we're gonna ignore that because it's past midnight. But it's the 4th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to say bye before the honeymoon. Otherwise, I will say bye now. There will be no stream on Friday because I will be on a plane. Oh my God. It's happening. If you've ever seen The Office, I feel like Michael Scott screaming like it's happening during the fire alarm. I haven't seen that whole show, but I did see that, and it made me laugh because that's me right now, just panicking and screaming that it's time. Anyway, so love y'all. Thank you for being here and for bringing such joy to my life so that I can then bring such joy to other people, and it is just a lovely, lovely thing. So thank you very much. I'm going to put this on the wall so that we can commemorate our success, and I will let you know that this balloon fell today. I taped it so that that one wouldn't be lonely. So the balloons, that one's last man standing. But to be fair, it's been there since June 6th, so it really has no business standing at all. But yay. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Sweet dreams. Andrew, you're a literal angel. I will miss all of you. I'll be live on TikTok tomorrow, but just in case. Sweet dreams. Have a wonderful 2 weeks. Don't forget about me because I can't wait to tell you about all the food that I ate and like sights and things I saw, but let's be real. I'm coming back talking about wax seals and food, my 2 favorite joys in life. Anyway, love y'all. Thank you so much. Sweet dreams. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for following. Thank you, period. Sweet dreams. Love y'all.